Now we introduce E-XON V5.0OBD software installation and calibration manual about minimum computer configuration requirement. Laptop system: Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10 is OK. Hard drive capacity need 10G. Monitor resolution need more than 1024 by 768. Now install the software. Open the CD or compress the package. Double-click the setup. The program will start automatically. Now install the USB driver. Double-click the driver. Choose Extract. Choose I accept this agreement, then click Next. Connect the laptop with USB cable. Device Manager will show COM. If the call number more than 10, please revise it below 10. Now we start the software basic function instruction. This is main window. Here is function. Here is communication status. Display the connection status of the software and ECU. Click here to restart the connection. Here is ECU status display. Display patrol or gas status for ECU. Left click can switch between the patrol mode and gas mode. Double right click can be forced to gas mode. Here is version, display the ECU version number. Configuration, ECU setting and calibration. Display main data. Diagnosis, display the gas system running status. Auto calibration. Do automatically calibration on the parameters to match with a vehicle. Save the data. Save the parameters of the current vehicle settings. Need communicate the ECU with software. Load data. Load the previous setting from laptop. Need to communicate the ECU with software. Wave. Record the real-time waveform of the engine sensor. Exit the software. Now into configuration. Here is function selection area. Choose the function button to enter the corresponding function module. Here is data selection area. Set the parameter data in the function module. Here is data display area. Display vehicle real-time data. The function module mainly set the sensor configuration. 1. Engine type. Can choose natural aspirator and turbocharge. 2. Start and stop mode. When vehicle stop, then start engine again. Vehicle will use gas directly. If start the engine after 5 minutes, vehicle will use petrol first, then change over to gas. 3. Fuel type. Choose CNG or LPG according to the actual fuel. 4. RPM signal. Choose ignition signal or patrol signal according to actual connection. The system defaults for ignition signal to make RPM signal more accuracy. 5. Ignition signal type. Choose 5 volts or 12 volts according to the vehicle point signal voltage. ECU can't collect right RPM signal if choose wrong. 6. Ignition coil type. Choose 1 coil or 2 coil according to the actual vehicle. Adjust the parameter to check the RPM in software if same with car dashboard RPM. 7. Temperature reducer signal. Choose 4.7K or 10K. The system defaults to 4.7K. 8. Map signal. The system defaults to MPT48 sensor. 9. Rail injector type. Choose it corresponding to rail injector signal. The system defaults E-XON V5.0OBD. 10. Switch type. Choose LED switch or digital switch. If use digital switch or high pressure sensor HPS01, choose digital. If used LED switch and meter, choose LED. 11. Gas level sensor type. HPS01 is CNG high pressure sensor. Power voltage is 5 volts. Output signal is 0.5 to 4.5 volts. CB08 is CNG pressure gauge. Power voltage is 5 volts. Output signal is 4.5 volts to 0.4 volts. AEB1050 is LPG sensor. Resistance range is 4.7 kiloohm. AEB1090 is LPG sensor. Resistance range is 0 to 90 ohms. Change over the necessary conditions from petrol to gas and gas to petrol. About setup, petrol to gas. 1. Engine speed. Engine's minimum RPM from petrol to gas. The system defaults 1,500 RPM per minute. Fuel automatically change to gas when RPM more than 1,500 RPM per minute. 2. Reducer temperature. Engine's minimum water temperature requirement from petrol to gas, the system defaults 40 degrees. It means reducer temperature must reach this setting value, then can change to gas. Below this temperature, ECU can't change to gas. Setting temperature between 20 degrees and 45 degrees is better. If setting temperature too low, gas outlet not normal because reducer preheat not enough, engine can't running normally. If setting temperature too high, the engine switch to gas, time will delay. 3. Overlapping time. The minimum waiting time from petrol to gas from after engine start. 4. Minimum gas pressure of petrol to gas. Gas pressure requirement from petrol to gas. The system defaults 1.8 bar for CNG and 1.4 bar for LPG. 5. Changeover type. 1. RPM accelerate means when engine RPM exceed engine speed setting. The fuel will change from petrol to gas. 2. RPM deceleration means when engine RPM exceed the engine speed setting, then below engine speed setting, the fuel will change from petrol to gas. The engine changed the petrol to gas. Gas ECU check the water temperature firstly, then check minimum gas pressure reach the setting value. Then the switch red and yellow lights both flashing and warning at meantime. Press the accelerator engine RPM, reach setting speed, and meet the changeover type. The engine will change the petrol to gas. 6. Change sequence. Sequence means change the petrol to gas according to engine cylinder sequence. Same time means each engine cylinder change to gas together. Can try this function when vehicle appear shake from petrol to gas. About setup, gas to petrol. Minimum gas pressure, bar. When the gas pressure is below this setting, the engine will change from gas to petrol. The system defaults 1.2 bar for CNG, 0.8 bar for LPG. Maximum engine speed, RPM. When the RPM is higher than this setting, it will change from gas to petrol. The system defaults 6,000 RPM. Maximum injection time, millisecond. When petrol injection time value is bigger than the setting time, it will change from gas to petrol. The system defaults 30 milliseconds. The main aim is to ensure stronger power output at high speed and heavy load. Now we get into map calibration. Map calibration table can calibrate the gas injection time. X-axis is engine speed, RPM. Y-axis is petrol injection time, millisecond. Z value is correction of gas injection time %. The green ESP box in map table displays the engine RPM and relative position of the injection time. MAP table also can be adjusted. Click and hold the left mouse button to drag the mouse to select the area need modified. Release the left mouse button to pop up the dialog box and fill in the settings as appropriate. About Add and Direct Input button, click Add button. The field values are superimposed on each selected parameter in the MAP. The Enter button is the same as the Add button. Click the Direct Input button. Each parameter value can be selected is set to the field value. If need revise a single parameter in map table, double-click the parameter with the left mouse button will appear two arrows. Arrow up is increase, arrow down is reduce. To adjust to desired values by clicking on the arrow. This is main ratio, the correction percentage of gas injection time under all operating conditions %. The gas injection time can be adjusted quickly according to the different petrol injection time. To meet the requirements of the engine under different operating conditions, to solve the power and emission problem of engine under the same working condition but different driving speed. P injection, millisecond, is petrol injection time, millisecond. G injection millisecond is gas injection time, millisecond. T reduce calibration table. Degree centigrade is engine water temperature. % is gas injection time correction. According to the different engine water temperature to adjust, as the water temperature decreases, the density of gas will increase and gas injection correction will decrease accordingly. The stability of the engine at low temperature is also beneficial to reduce the gas consumption. Pressure calibration table. X-axis is gas pressure, bar. Y-axis is map pressure, bar. Z value is correction value of gas injection time, %. Since the gas output pressure is a dynamic process, the gas density increases relatively when the output pressure is high, so it is necessary to attenuate the gas injection time. The lower output pressure reduces the gas density, so it is necessary to increase the gas injection time. CNG normal setting pressure is 1.8 bar, LPG is 1 bar. T-map calibration table. X-axis is gas temperature, degree centigrade. Z value is correction value of gas injection time, %. As the gas is constantly flowing and changing, the gas temperature is not a constant value. When the temperature decreases, the density of gas will increase and the gas injection correction will decrease accordingly. The density of gas will decrease as the temperature increases, and the gas injection correction will increase accordingly. Now into OBD learning to set OBD learning. Real-time calibration. Choose open or close the OBD learning function. Self-learning lower limit. The maximum value of gas ECU injection time in the direction of decreasing is 0.8 and the defaults is 0.8. Self-learning top limit. The maximum value of gas ECU injection time in the direction of increasing is 1.2 and the defaults is 1.2. Self-learning source. STFT means short-term correction %. STFT, LFTFT means short-term correction % plus long-term correction %. Fast stream and slow stream. Read these two data from original ECU. We note this data if no OBD function. 0 is standard, usually it within ±10. Plus means less gas. Need real injection, give more gas. Minus means too much gas. Need rail injector, reduce gas supply. OBD self-learning this function can read original vehicle mixing ratio. Then gas ECU will adjust its inner correction table. We can't see this table. This function can make the fast stream and slow stream reach a normal data. Now into OBD link. Gas ECU communicate with original ECU through OBD connector. If the communication protocol of original ECU is not clear, you can choose OBD automatic scanning software try to connect to original ECU automatically. Will appear connection success prompt after the connection. If the communication protocol of original ECU is clear, the corresponding communication protocol can be selected manually, which is more efficient. After connection, must turn off the key and wait changeover switch go out. Then open the key door. Only then can the internal communication protocol of gas ECU be modified successfully. These are normally OBD communication protocol method. OBD address type. Generally use the default physical address if the above communication protocol all fault connect. You can modify the OBD address type to broadcast address to connect. Now we get into the more function. Gas leakage alarming need match with a gas leak sensor. When the gas leak, the switch will make a warning until the leak signal disappear. Injector sequence can choose positive order or reverse order. Positive order means real injector's 1 to 4 cylinder gas outlet flow is same as engine's 1 to 4 cylinder sequence. Normally choose this. Reverse order means if real injector need to install at reverse position for better pipe arrangement, choose this in software. Please note it, this selection just to be suitable for E-XON V5.0OBD and E-XON V5.0OBD2. If the nozzle connection sequence is inconsistent with the fuel injection sequence, can make the sequence consistent under no changing the connection line. Extra injection coverage means the problem of filtering out fuel multiple times in a circle. Ensure rail injector normal working. More sensitive filter, more higher value. Reset era. Can choose enable or disable. If choose enable, can clear the original ECU inner fault code. Now exit the basic set into display. Real-time display the key parameter when the vehicle is running to check engine running status. Now exit the display into diagnosis. Petrol injection status. Display if the petrol injection signal is collected correctly. Green is collected signal, red is not collected signal. Injection of the cylinder and open the corresponding petrol injection signal. Green is normal injection, red is closed injection. Fault code table. Display the gas system component failure. Now exit the diagnosis into auto calibration. The system will start the auto calibration while the water temperature is more than 60 degrees. Do handle the throttle according to the notes. Before the auto calibration, it needs to do a preliminary match the engine power with the hole of rail injector nozzle, as the following table. Now into save the data. Can save the data from gas ECU to laptop. Now into load data. Can save the data from laptop to gas ECU. Now into wave. Choose the sensor, then we'll display the sensor wave. Choose none. Click display all. Click again, cancel all display. Wave start. Click display start. Click again, stop all display. File save. Choose will save existing wave in Excel. And last, click Exit to close the debug tool. Now uninstall the software. Open the control panel. Choose Uninstall a program. Choose ECU V5.0 from Program listing. Right-click to choose Uninstall. After confirm, the software will successfully be uninstalled.